What's up, LHRLians? We're like Canadians, just not as cool. LHRLians. I don't know. This is just a Wednesday check-in. I have been training pretty hard this week, which is really good. So if I rewind a little bit and go back to post 100. I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, I ran 100 miles, so everything I talk about is, hey, I ran 100 miles. But it did have a big impact on me, and this is the first time I ever did it, and it's kind of affected me in a way that I didn't expect. And when I came back, I expected it to be like all the other long races that I had ran, and I got back to the gym. Well, first of all, I think I've talked about it before, but whatever. There's a funk, not a funk, but like a thing that happens when I finish a long race and come back home, and you've traveled there and you've ran this long race and you've come back home, and I just want to sit on the couch for a couple of days, recover, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to recover, and then recover becomes, well, I don't know. It becomes like this weird thing where I just don't want to do anything, and I get super lazy and that kind of thing. But this was a whole other level of that feeling. But what I wanted to do is, normally that lasts for like a week, right? And for a week after a long race, I'll be like, okay, I'm not going to do anything this week. And then next week I'll start, and I'll go back and I'll ease myself back into the gym the week after that long race. Well, this one was a lot different because I hurt a lot more. I had a lot more problems. Like I said, when I finished the 100, my ankles were really swollen and really hurt, and I felt, my lower legs in particular were just really in bad shape. Like I couldn't squat. It took forever. And so I went back to the gym the week after, and I think I had started going to the gym and working out, and then it was like a week long that I went to the gym like 3 or 4 times, and then I did like a modified version of whatever the workout the gym was doing that day. And then then that was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving week, and my buddy Brian Swanson said he was coaching the Thanksgiving class. I guess I don't know that it was on Thanksgiving, or maybe it was the day before, but he had a hero wad, and it was, those are always really nasty, and it involved box jumps, and I don't even remember anything else, but I remember specifically telling him, I don't think I can jump on these boxes. I think I'm just going to do a step up or something because my ankles are just so bad. But I went out, I ended up halfway through, like I was going after. I was like, oh, I feel pretty good. I can jump. I say all that to say that I think I didn't spend time working on recovery enough after the race. And if you hear my kids in the background, sorry. But I say all that to say that I don't think I spent enough time recovering properly and then easing my way back into the gym. I think because I've never ran 100 miles before, I've never felt this way before, so it was just an unknown area. So I kind of fell off the gym and just got into this thing where just wasn't working out. Not, just not doing much. And I would try to run on the treadmill at work, and I'd be like, oh, well, I ran a couple miles and my ankle still kind of hurts. I guess I better stay off another couple of days. And then that went on for a while, and I would hit the gym here and there. But now, the reason I say all of that, I told you all that story, because this week, my buddy, you saw Dustin pull, my buddy Dustin pull 500 pounds deadlift last week, or whenever the last vlog I posted, and so he does. He's done this. There's a online coach. Man, I'm gonna butcher this. I think his name's Ben Bergeron, but I'm not sure. I could be mistaken. But he's got a company online called Comp Train, and Dustin's been following this program for a while, and he's a pretty good athlete. In fact, when I first opened my gym 4+ years ago here in Olive Branch, Dustin was one of the first people that came along who was an athlete, and he came over and started training at the gym, and he ended up becoming a coach at the gym and all this stuff. And but at the time when he showed up, I was in pretty good shape, and I was able to keep up with him, and we did workouts together. And like, I remember the first open we did at the gym after it was open. We were like neck and neck until the very end of the open, and I was like, man, I might beat this guy. And then, on the very last workout, he smoked me, and I was like, he got me. But at one time, I say that because at one time, Dustin and I were competitive, and so I came back this week. I was like, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I like to have a program to follow. I like that there are rest days programmed. Like, you do this on this day, you do this. At a gym, when you own the gym, like, you have to build a program with a workout every day. Like, it's not feasible to program a rest day per se, because nobody will show up, or people will be like, well, I'm not going to that gym because I can just go down the street and go somewhere else who has a workout on Thursday and Sunday or whatever, So I like to have set things. I like to have, okay, this is what I'm going to do. There's a program, let's follow it, that kind of thing. So my thought was, I think I'm just going to go, and because Dustin is a master's athlete, and I believe he pays for his programming, and he let me piggyback on that. And not a great thing to do, but you should probably hire a coach like he's doing. But I just need to be. I'm at the point where I need to get in the gym and work out. So like, it doesn't matter at this point. I need to be moving. I need to be showing up at the gym, and I need to be gearing up the running for Sylamore in February. So I thought, man, it would be motivating for me to just follow this programming that Dustin's doing, because he's putting it in our app at the gym and everything, and I can just look it up. And so I started that on Monday, and man, I don't know if you've ever felt this, but there's a feeling where it's like, I'm here, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do specifically in the gym. Like, today's workout in particular was like, there was squats, and I'll post a picture, but there was squats, front squats and back squats, and it was like a ping pong back and forth sorry, my kids are screaming, but what are you gonna do? Ping pong back and forth between front squats and back squats at like 60% of your front squat, 1 rep max. And I just felt so good. I was like, oh my God, like, this is the first time that I've felt my ankles don't hurt, like nothing at my hips don't, nothing else hurts. I'm fully recovered, and I'm here, and I'm training. And then the WOD was just like this. Then after that, there were deadlifts. It was a build to heavy deadlift. Yes, this is what I was thinking of another day. Sorry. After the squats and back squats, there was a heavy deadlift workout, and I pulled. It was work to a heavy double, and I've been super. I don't want to push it. I don't want to. I want to ease back into this, but I'm like 95%. So I worked up to 345 on the double for the deadlift, which I was super happy about, because it felt really good and nothing hurt and everything felt great. And then there was a 20-minute workout after that, and I felt really good. The workout was 1 deadlift, 10 toes to bar, and 15 bar facing burpees for 20 minutes. And so I did 5 rounds, and I felt good. And I went. I had the prescription was 405 for the deadlift, and I was like, that scary 400. Like I don't know that I'm ready to pick up 400 pounds in a Metcon. So I went up to 350 from the 345 double I did, and I did 5 rounds, and I was like, man, I'm just fired up. You know, I love that. Was a great workout, and I'm just feeling really good and really excited about training. And I don't know if maybe somebody else understands what I'm saying, but after kind of an adjustment, a funk, like 6 months ago, you know, I started a new job, and my whole world kind of got flipped upside down. And it just takes some adjustment when a major shift in your life happens. And then I went and ran 100 miles without, you know, started a new job, leading up to running 100 miles 3 months after I started a new job, and then, or 4 or 5 months. I'm sorry, 6 months after I started a new job, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it just takes a big adjustment, especially with before you started doing all that, you could do whatever you wanted to, whenever you wanted to do it. And so now everything is just gravy. Like today was the day where I felt, yes, this is it. This is my 6 a.m. I'm going to get to the gym at 5:30. I'm going to work out. I'll come home at 7. This is my thing. I feel good. I have a program. I have someone else, you know, to chase after at those workouts. And I just felt really, really good. And so here we are. And I just wanted to check in with you on Wednesday, LHRLians, and no, not quite as cool as Canadians, but that's okay, because Canadians are really cool. But I just wanted to check in and say hey, and let you know that if you're concerned about the Reverend, I am training 100%. Tomorrow's a rest day, so I'm going to get after some rest tomorrow, but I'll talk to you next time. Later.